devastated to hear was a real name. Gaylord. People name their kids.
People name their kids what? Gaylord. Are you serious right now? What's good, YouTube? I'm back at it again with another video in a long time. In quite a long time. So for those of you who have missed me, welcome me in the comments if you may. I'm not saying you should, but if you may, go ahead. I'll appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into today's reaction video by Saint Dawn, titled "The Worst Names to Name a Kid." Let's get into it.
When you're born, your parents have to make a decision that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. You can either be born with a tough name,
I am Jose Mourinho.
or you could be born with this name.
Oh my goodness. Mama and Dada Lester, what were you thinking? You had a son and the first name that came to your head, or what you thought was the best name to give him as a first name when you had a last name like Lester, was Mo? Are you serious right now? The same bro died in 2008. Wait, what kind of obituary is that? It says, "In loving memory of my husband, who slipped away from us August 11, 2008. Kind of a weird way to put it. I never seen somebody put slipped away. But hey, I guess Mo Lester slipped away on August 11, 2008. Rest in peace to him. Because he could use some peace after Mom and Dada Lester had him go through such trauma through his childhood, probably with a name like that, bro. That's wild. Back in his day, because he looks like, if he died in 2008 and he looks pretty old in that picture, that probably means he lived like a 19 something. So things were not as bad then. Like, you wouldn't get probably bullied as much as you would if you were to have such a name in today's day and age, because that would have been wild. In today's day and age, with Gen Z and shit, being called that, yeah, you're cooked, bro. Your career is cooked, bro. Everything is just cooked. You're done. You're done.
Okay, what exactly was the thought process behind this? R.I.P. to Mo, you touched many. To whoever Mr. and Mrs. Lester were, you guys were bad people.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
You definitely know what you're doing when you line up the first name with the last name. Okay, just look at Steve Kerr's son, Nick Kerr.
Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Yeah, you have to be a different kind of evil to do this to a freshly born Nicklet. Imagine this, you're just coming into this world.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
You've done nothing wrong, you're completely innocent. And then your parents go and burden you with the name Eugene. Now you've limited that baby's future careers to a damn mathematician. Giving your child a proper-ass name off spawn is just despicable work. Okay, I'm not calling anyone under the age of 40 Benedict. Or some nigga name like Cornelius. How can you hear that name and say, oh yeah, my baby looks like a Cornelius? At least give bro a nicknameable name. Like with Benedict, at least I can call little bro Ben or something. Okay, but Cornelius, I'm not calling you Corn. Bro, Fortnite skin ass name. I don't know why that's the first thing that came into my head. But a nickname really could save your whole life. You can go from Reginald to Reggie. You can go from Richard to Dick. How do you... You know what name I was damn near devastated to hear was a real name? Gaylord. People name their kids...
People name their kids what? Gaylord. Are you serious right now? You spawn a kid into this world, and the best name you think to give that kid is a name that literally means Lord of the homosexuals. Now there's no shame, no shade to that, but like, how do you know that when your kid grows up they're gonna be okay with that? Maybe your kid turns out gay and they do like be known as the Lord of the homosexuals, but if your kid was to be straight and wanted to be known as a straight guy, that's not a good name for him or her to have if they want to be perceived as somebody who's straight and not gay as their name ensues. But to Mr. and Mrs. Lord that give your kids that name, always one name, my bad. To the parents that give their kids names like that name is specific, you guys need help. Why do you hate your children? You need help.
Gaylord. Yeah, I get we live in a more progressive society. But gay lord, bro, come on. Come on now. And right now I'm just listing names that like multiple people have. Later on I'll show you some of the nonsense. There's just so many common names that I just don't like. For example, can we stop naming our kids George? Like, I don't even hate the name, it's just the spelling, bro. Because in what universe does this word mean George? Come on now. And I'm talking to you, Sion. That's not how you spell Sean. And you know, I'm not the smartest guy out there. But at least I know how to spell, and you're all spelling these names wrong, okay? But isn't like the whole point of naming someone to give them their own special, unique identity or something? Okay, why are we giving so many people the same names? I'm looking at you, Muhammad. JK, way too many of y'all to make obs. But if you're watching this, you probably have a common name, because you know that's how common names work. But I'm not even...
To my viewers viewing this video right now, would you say that you have a common name? If you think you do, put down in the comments where your name is. And to my other viewers, please verify for the people that put down in the comments their names, if you think their name is rare or if their name is common. Me personally, I don't know if my name is common, but I believe it's not, because I haven't met a lot of people. Like, it's rare for me to meet somebody else with the same name as me. And my name is Samson. So for any of you who are Christian or know anything about the Bible, you would know that that's the name of the guy from the Bible who was like who's said to be the strongest man to ever live. So I don't know, man. I think that name is pretty tough. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a rare name or it's a common name. I think it's pretty rare. But since you're commenting anyways, you might as well like and subscribe too, because hey, that will help out.
Trying to hate, I'm just asking why we're not more original with names. You know, there's way too many Williams out there. Just look at the toughest names in history. Their parents are experimenting, you know. Sometimes it doesn't go very well. Elon Musk, I'm looking at your Among Us code-named kid. How do you even... Is that 2 letters in one? And I'm now seeing that they had to change the kid's name to X. This kid is not Ja. Please stop it.
I say on-front was weak. Actually, it's completely opposite.
And the fact that Elon didn't stop with this one.
I hate this so much.
How Techno-Mechanicus Musk. Yeah, this has to be up there with the... Okay, there's creativity and there's just naming your child some bullshit. Just look at Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Sensational.
How do you think of a name as cool as Wolfgang? Right, I know it's pronounced like Wolfgang or something, but it's Wolfgang in my eyes, because that sounds way harder. Like, really, there's a fine line between creativity and just being a dickhead. Alright, because look at Bear Grylls. He named his son Huckleberry. Okay, I'm not making this up. What kind of a goofy-ass name is Huckleberry? And the fact that Bear Grylls has one of the toughest names out, and he did a son like that, alright, that's up there with Quandale Dingle.
Quandale Dingle here.
And whose name is on this computer? Like, is this an actual real person called Quandale Dingle that's just walking among us? And if so, this is the goofiest name of all time. I'm so sorry for you, bro. Like I was saying, creative names can be tough, though. Yves Saint Laurent, clean. But for real, though, we have to start inventing some more names, you know, just to change things up a little bit. But if you're black and from the hood or something, don't be doing too much with the names, okay? I don't want to see no Bon Kwikwi, no LaShawn Don Quavion, no Letitia Nikwa. The only time these ghetto names are tough is if you make it out the hood and become a pro athlete. Because imagine trying to get a regular job and your name is Jamal Tonquavion. They will smell the nigga on your application, I promise you. And instead of hiring you, they're gonna hire Dale Smithers. If you're making it pro, yeah, the name will be tough. Like LeBron, he was a W pool. But now I deadass fear how many LeBron sexuals are gonna name their 5'2" white kid LeBron. That kid's gonna come home hating their parents, okay, resenting them for all the vicious bullying. I have real fear in my heart for how Gen Z is gonna name their kids. Niggas have looked me dead in my eyes and said they're gonna name their kid Goku. I'm niggas. But me, I would say I'm a veteran when it comes to seeing bad names. Quick little lore drop, I was born in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, you stupid little pig. Get away from here.
And if you don't know about how they be naming kids there, a common ass trend, I don't know what for, but for some reason people be naming their kids English words. Sometimes it stays calm, like we have people named Blessing or people named Hopeful, which is kind of bad, but it's not that bad if you shorten it to just Hope. And then we have niggas named Bicycle. Normally the names be dumb, but at least it has some sort of meaning, like...
This guy's parents really named him after a transportation vehicle. This is where we've gotten to as a people, bro. Humanity, what are you doing? You're naming your kid Bicycle. Like, what? What kind of thought process went through your head to think to yourself that that was an okay name to give your son? who's literally done nothing to you. Like, why? Why do some people hate their kids from birth? Like, what? Bicycle. What are they trying to, like, ensue in their child? Like, he's a bicycle, you should come ride him or some shit? Like, what? Bicycle. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Guys, let me know in the comments if you name your kids some of these names, or if any of you watching have already named your kids any of the names that were mentioned in the video. And also, be sure to like and subscribe.
I heard about a nigga named Firstborn. You know, at least that one makes sense because, yeah, he's the firstborn. But Bicycle. Some more nonsense, I've heard of a nigga named Mechanic. A nigga named Knowledge, like he's 1/3 of a KSI.
If you're wondering, I already know. And if you thought it, I've been new.
And I wish I was making these up too, bro. Do like 5 minutes of research, you see even worse. And before you name your kid right, let's do some investigating. Because if that was done, there never would have been a kid on this earth named Chewcock. Now that poor guy has to live on earth with that name. But at least he's not alone. He also has Chewcock along. Okay, but then...
Nah. These two kids' parents must have had beef or something, because Chewcock, bro, they were probably trying to one-up each other. They were like, oh, maybe Chewcock got named first, and then Chewcock Long's parents were like, you know what? We're gonna name our kid the same name as your kid, but we're gonna make our kid's name even goofier. We're gonna see who kid's gonna have the goofiest name, man. You already named your kid, you can't change it. So we're gonna name our kid Chewcock Long. Like, what the fuck, bro? Chewcock and Chewcock Long. Like, at least you're lucky they're not in America, bro. Because out there, wherever they were born in, it probably means something else, man. So, if it was down here in the States, yeah, things will not be looking too good for Chewcock and Chewcock Long.
Anyways, sometimes having a trash name is not even in the parents' hands. Because I don't know how last names are even made or manufactured, but somehow people end up with some tragic last names, alright? And if your last name is something crazy, bro, give up on your hopes and dreams of becoming a teacher. Bro, there's no reason for this nigga to be teaching this class.
What the hell is even
And
that?
it don't stop there. This is your last name and you decide you want a profession that's gonna display it and people have to call you by that name. And was the BJ necessary?
B.
You could have just done B. And these next ones are a 2-in-1 special from the same school. First up, nigga, we have Mr. Sackrider. How do you acquire this last name? What is the country of origin for this name? I swear niggas had to be trolling. And right across the hall we have Mrs. Gay. Whoever's running this school and hiring teachers, bro, you're an absolute joker because no student is taking a teacher named Mr. Sackrider seriously. Gang, if your last name is cooked, just stop breeding and let the bloodline end with you, okay? If you deep it, you really have a choice between 2 last names. You could either go with the male's last name or the female's last name. So can you tell me why this guy ended up with the last name Negro? That could not have been the better of 2 options. If you're naming your kid something despicable just for a giggle, prison time might not be a bad punishment, bro.
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Just think about it. You've ruined someone's entire identity. This kid sued his parents for $250K because they named him Gaylord. Because apparently his name has caused him a lifetime of mockery and bullying. And if you know anything about how kids are, you know that's 100% true, okay? You cannot be walking around with the name Gaylord Williams. And Gaylord claims that his parents named him this because they wanted to ruin his life, like he ruined theirs or something. And the parents were just saying they liked the name.
Stop the cap.
I'm gonna go with Gaylord's story because, nigga, what do you mean you like the name? And personally, I don't think $250K compensation is enough. I want to see a public execution for both of these individuals.
Alright, guys, thank you for staying with me all the way to the end. If you made it, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did not, just like and subscribe because it's free. And go show some love to Saint Dawn when you leave this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.